Hello everyone, welcome back to Forcepol's YouTube channel. Today in this video, we will walk you through one of our recent projects where we will show you how to integrate the pay-to-payment option for InvoPay customers. Before moving on to the project overview, let us tell you what InvoPay is. InvoPay is a payment platform that enables merchants to send electronic invoices to customers who accepts the invoice, verify the digital sign and make a payment. By digitizing the end-to-end payment journey, the customer experience is significantly enhanced and the merchant's reconciliation becomes more efficient. The customer has a choice of payment which meets their need, for example, credit card, Apple Pay, Google Pay and NPP real-time payments. Our application is built on the microservices architecture developed using the Spring Boot framework as a backend, technology and front-end on React for website application and React Native for mobile app. Application is deployed on the AWS EC2 instance as container service using Docker Composer. Now, let's have a look at the project overview. First, let us tell you what the challenges are with card payments. Payments through card is a double-edged sword. On one hand, users love them because they are convenient and have some layers of security. On the other hand, businesses have to pay a hefty premium to accept them. Direct debits in their current form offers an alternative cheap solution, but they take up to 3 days to settle and aren't convenient for the customer. Further, talking about the solutions that we gave, to overcome the challenges mentioned above, our team assisted its client with the integrated pay-to-payment option that brings together the benefits of both the credit card and direct debit, offers instant settlement, and is more cost-effective than credit cards. It is fast, secure payment option, great visibility and control over payments from their bank accounts, ability to manage pay-to agreement through their banking portals, using their Pay ID to set up pay-to payments to be more convenient. Moving on to the demonstration part now. To create an invoice, a merchant has to log into the mobile application or the web application, and here I'm going to log into the mobile application as a merchant PT Kunar. So we can create a client as well as the invoice. Here I already created a client from whom I am going to create the invoice. So by clicking on this invoice button, the form opens up and by filling in all the mandatory details, we can create the invoice. Here you can see in the form address, we have the merchant name PSK Holding, the same merchant by which we have logged into the app. And in the to address, we have to select the client. So this is the list of the client which are already with this merchant. Here I have selected a client. And in the new line, we can add an item that the merchant has purchased. So here I'm going to add this cricket bat, and on clicking the save button, the invoice gets generated. And at the instance, the customer receives the link of the invoice via email or SMS, or he can also check the invoice by logging into the application. So now I have to log out as a merchant and log in as a client. This same application works for both merchant as well as the client. The only difference is their email address and password. So my client is Shubhi and I am going to log in with this client. You can see the list of recent invoices and this is the invoice that I have just created. To make the payment, you have to go to this invoice and you can also view the invoice details. To make the payment, click on this pay button. As you can see, there are various methods of payment, but I am going to select the pay to pay by bank, which is the real-time payment method. So for the first payment, the customer needs to set up an agreement using Pay ID, which can be mobile number or the email address, whichever is convenient to the customer. Customers can also select DSP or account number. Here I am going to select the email address as Pay ID and invoice amount is already there, which would be the agreement amount also. And by selecting the start date, I am clicking on this submit button. This will request the agreement creation, which will trigger a notification to the customer through their banks to approve or reject the agreement. After the approval by the user has to click to this pay to button, which will initiate the payment. So, as you can see by this message, the pay to payment was initiated successfully, which will notify you once the merchant receives the payment. So this is the real-time payment method and the merchant will receive the payment in few seconds. So whenever a merchant receives the payment, a customer will also receive an SMS or an email, which will ensure that the merchant has received the payment. We can also view this in the application, and if I refresh this page, you can see a green tick with this invoice. This shows that the customer already makes the payment and the merchant has received the payment in their banking account. Same as we can check with this bell icon, we have received a notification that the merchant has successfully received the payment. If we click on this notification, then the notification is red. So payment through a card is convenient and has some layers of security, but businesses have to pay a premium to accept them. Also, they can take up to 3 days to settle, which is not convenient for customers. To overcome these challenges, we have integrated PayTo by bank payment method that offers instant settlement and is more convenient than credit card. That's all for today's session. Our goal is to provide you with high quality content that meets your need. Whether your requirements are similar or different, don't worry. By delivering customized solution, ForcePol's app and web developers can help your company enhance efficiency and productivity. With ForcePol's, you can get all your front-end and back-end development needs taken care of under one roof. You can rely on our team of experts to ensure an efficient and hassle-free experience. Connect with us now.